I haven't used this body in a while, but the Lord sent me down to tell you my story. You know, we don't like to talk about death because it's scary, it's mysterious. We wonder, is it going to hurt? Am I ready? Have I lived a good enough life? That's what was going through my mind as I was getting ready to be crucified next to Jesus of Nazareth. You know, I was a thief, and me and my best friend, we stole every day. We didn't care who we stole from. We didn't care who we hurt. It was just all about getting more and more. We were getting what we deserved, and a conviction in the first century for theft was a death sentence without appeal, carried out quickly. All I could think about were my choices. Maybe I should have hung around with different people. Maybe I should have just gone into the family business and worked an honest job. Maybe I shouldn't have cared so much about what other people thought. But when you live a life that you don't worry about the consequences, you never think about getting caught until you get caught. Often it's too late. And I was convinced there was nothing I could do. So we were ordered to be crucified, and it was going to be on a Friday. And I was scared to death. My friend and I, we figured out ways to try to escape. There was no escape. We knew it was coming. And there was this third man that was going to be crucified too, and his name was Jesus. But we'd heard that he had done nothing wrong. So it was very confusing to us. We know we had done something wrong, and we deserved what we were getting, but this man had done nothing. And so that morning came, and we had to head to the hill, and somebody else carried our crosses, but Jesus had to carry his own. And along the way, all these people were yelling at him and mocking him and spitting on him and throwing things at him, and it just didn't make any sense to me. I was hoping we could just kind of drift off and die in quiet, and it was so embarrassing anyways, and there was all these people there, and Jesus' mom was there, and his sisters, and his best friend, and they were crying, and really no one was there for us. It was such a shame you bring upon your family when you have to die in this way. All I could think about was we were getting what we deserved, but this man had done nothing. And then they laid down the crosses, and I was crucified over here, and Jesus was crucified there, and my friend was crucified over there, and every time they drove a nail into Jesus' wrist, people cheered. And when they drove a nail into his feet, they cheered and applauded. And they raised us up. It was painful. And we were dying one breath at a time. And then my friends started just hurling insults at Jesus. He was the only one, I guess, that couldn't fight back. We were afraid to yell at the crowd, but here we were stuck nowhere to go, and my friend decides to yell at Jesus. And I was desperate at this point. I was like, Lord, please remember me when you go into your kingdom. So I was starting to think maybe this was the Son of God, because he was kind to me, and he ignored my friend, and he turned to me, and he comforted me, and he said kind things to me, and I thought, this must be the Son of God. He said something about paradise, that I would be with him in paradise today, and it gave me something great to look forward to. And I thought, surely this makes no sense. I'm getting what I deserve, and this man did nothing, and he's dying on a cross. I thought it was too late, but he said, don't worry about it. He said, you've made the right decision. The last thing I decided to do before I died was be humble. And the last thing that Jesus did before he died was gave me grace. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.